Okay, so we are going into Arkansas? Okay. Well, I heard we need to be careful going into Arkansas, of course.
Why?
Well, just obey the traffic rules and all that. I heard the other day about a couple of guys that was going into Arkansas, heading down the highway there, and Arkansas State Patrol pulled them over. Pulled him over for speeding. Gets out of his car, got a little billy stick in his hand. He walks up, taps the window with that billy stick. Guy rolls the window down and looks up at him and just smacked him in the head with that billy stick. The guy said, "What's that for?" He said, "Well, you know that we're busy and we don't have time to mess around here. When I walk up to your door, you need to have your license and your registration and everything ready and insurance and hand it to me as soon as I get here. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time that I have to wait on you to pull it all out and everything." He pulls it all out. Guy writes him a ticket, hands it back to him, hands him everything back. Then he walks around to the other side, taps on the window. The passenger rolls the window down, takes his billy stick and smacks him in the head with it. The passenger said, "What in the world was that for?" He said, "Oh, I was just going ahead and granting your wish now." And he says, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you're going to go down the road about a half a mile or so and say, I wish he'd have tried that with me."
No.
No.
No. No.
Arkansas is a state of great higher education. There was a class in psychology being taught by a renowned professor on extreme emotions. So the first day of class, he just wants to kind of get some parameters going and everything. So he asked one of the students there, tell me, what is the opposite of joy? And the guy said, "Well, I guess that would be sadness."
Right.
I said, "Well, that's good, that's really good." He looked up at one of the ladies up there and said, "And you, what would the opposite of depression be?" "Well, I think that would be elation." "Well, that's good. Joy, depression, elation, that's good. I'll go with that." Up in the back row, kind of by himself, is a transfer student from FSU. He looks up there and said, "You, in the garnet and gold, what's the opposite of woe?" And he said, "Oh, that's easy. Giddy up." That definitely high five.
That's not very nice.
I done laid two of them on you, and ain't neither one of them on a high five. Well, this guy, now we talked about the police,
Yeah.
and that was all right. No high five, but we talked about it.
Yeah.
Talk about the fire department.
Yeah.
Talk about the fire department. Guy calls up. His house is on fire. He calls up. He said, "I need a response. My house is on fire."
Right.
And the lady said, "Not a problem. We'll respond." "How do we get there?" The guy said, "Don't you still have those big red trucks?"
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so you want to just go ahead and go to Arkansas? I think I'll quit while I'm
Yeah,
at it.
let's go.
We're on our way to Arkansas.
No, that was good. That was good.
All right, Linda, we're here in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yes.
And there's your first mural. I think you shot a picture of it.
Yeah. This is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. It's really pretty.
Looks like a really neat place to walk and just look around. We're going to go eventually back. I think it's behind us is the National Park building,
Yeah.
visitor center. So maybe we'll do a little shopping.
They've got a lot of pretty statues. Look at these paintings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is Bathhouse Row apparently. And I guess these are all the old bathhouses. The 1915 Fordyce bathhouses. Now the National Park Visitor Center. Alright, so Linda, they have these around a couple of places we've
Yeah.
seen. And this is actually water you can fill up
And people just come
from the
in.
springs.
Yeah, that's so cool.
How about that?
I like that. And like we've seen a few of them around.
Yeah. Pretty neat old buildings
Yeah.
right there.
Look up there. There's some kind of maybe a rooftop bar.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. And then right here behind us is that fountain we were talking about. Holy smoke. Look at this place. Alright, so we're walking across Reserve. And this is apparently, this is the beginning. Oh, look at the National Park duck tour. I guess they're going to go find some water somewhere. But this is Hot Springs National Park.
It's the only national park we know of that's in a city,
In a building.
in a building.
Literally
in
in a building. So here we are. And this then would be what is Bathhouse Road,
Right.
right? Alright, so
The
we
beginning of it.
can study this if we want. Oh, my goodness.
Murdered in the line of duty.
That's not good. And this Buckstaff Bath right here is the one that remains.
Which one?
Right here with the
Oh,
blue
with the
things.
blue? Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's still an actual bathhouse.
Oh, that's cool.
So the rest of it is shopping except for the one that is the, what do you call it?
And this was one.
Yeah, they all were
Yeah.
one. And now they're not except for that one. Okay, so from Lamar, which is the first one we came to, we're going to walk on past the Buckstaff Baths. Again, it's the one and only one that's still a hot springs bath house. Buckstaff Bath House. From its opening, the handsome Buckstaff Bath aggressively promoted its image. Built in 1911, it's neoclassical inspired. The right of the building resembles the Irish House of Parliament. Well, I'll be doggone. Yes, it is.
And so each of these really pretty buildings was a bathhouse.
That's correct. That one is still a bathhouse, and these have become something else. This is now a cultural center. The one that we're going to see down there is now the visitor center. Heck of a national park inside the buildings.
It is. It's so different than anything we're used to. That's for sure. Gonna get a photo too.
I got scared because baby said, I was like, what?
These buildings are so ornate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a bathhouse, it has to be,
fancy.
you know, from the old country, whatever old country you want to call it, right?
Right.
Uh-huh. On the other end is the other one.
So Hot Springs is really prettier than I thought.
Uh-huh.
It's not my favorite kind of national park,
Uh-huh.
but it's really much prettier than I had pictured. And there's a ranger.
Yeah. Well, it is a national park.
Right.
Oh, welcome. Walk-ins welcome. I don't know what they have there.
Oh, boutique. Curly hair salon.
Oh, probably all that good stuff there, yeah. Well, we're just doing the walk now. We'll
Yeah.
come back and spend more time. Here's the visitor center. We're going to have to go in there.
Yeah.
Got to get the thing stamped, right?
Right. Oh, they have guided hikes.
And water talks.
And water talks.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to take a long walk. You want to take the long walk? Passport stamp is right there. Is it back behind me?
So we haven't really shown this before, but this is our national park passport. And it's divided up into different regions, and each region has, we have stamps and stickers in the regions. And this region that we're in right now is called the Southwest region, and it includes Arkansas. So you can see we have a few things with the cancellation and a sticker. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do the cancellation and then see if we can purchase a sticker. So
All right,
that's what
here we
we're
go.
going to do right now.
So here, there's street parking, and then there's a parking deck one street up that's free. And then everything else is either going to be paid parking or street parking.
Okay.
So that's paid parking there. One street up is a free parking deck.
There it is.
There it is. And so then on the inside, we'll see if they have for sale the sticker.
You got it. Here we go.
No, they never.
All right. Are we walking through
Yeah.
the?
This is the museum about the bathhouses.
So this is what it was like. This is the cooling room, huh?
Wow. Yeah, ladies' cooling room.
All right. They come in here and cool off.
This is, I guess, where they would cool off after the baths.
Pack room. Wonder what they pack.
I'm sorry?
It says pack room, so.
Yeah, pack room. Oh, this is where they would be soaked in the hot towels.
Oh, and look at the stained glass on the windows.
Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty?
When you look out, you think you're seeing something.
So nice.
Oh, and these are the baths. Open that door there and we'll see what that one looks like. Oh yeah, nice and clean. Looks like they just walked right out of it. Yeah. Oh, here's all the valves and everything. Oh, look at this. This is a shower, but it's a steam
wow.
shower with the gauge up here.
Right.
How cool.
It's a little scary looking if you think about today's standards.
Uh-huh.
Wow. So the bathhouses were segregated.
Wow.
Wow.
They said they had tubs for every size person, so I guess this is a baby's tub.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be darned.
And alarm clock in here. Oh, here's one of those perfection things.
Yeah, little
that
steam
you can
thing,
see.
yeah.
It's another bath.
Uh-huh.
And this is probably for hand washing.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots of the same thing. That's a big bath.
Yeah, for a big person.
And a shower probably.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So they're all private. And when I was thinking of this, I was thinking that they were more like everybody sat in the same room.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
Hydrotherapy. So multi-pads on the shower.
Oh, look at here. They can hose you down with this one. What? You don't think that's a person?
So, this is why I said I wasn't interested in an indoor hot spring situation. More of those. I
Yeah.
don't know what you call those things, but
Oh, here's a whole bunch of them.
yeah.
All right.
Steam cabinets, that's what they are.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Oh, that looks.
So what is this?
This is your. Maybe this is the dressing room.
Look at the ceiling.
Oh man, let's show the ceiling. That is a beautiful piece of stained glass.
So this is the so I guess they had attendants that would scrub you, at least in the men's section.
Yeah.
Yeah, this must be the men's section.
Well, here we go. Look at all them men hanging around.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and get massages. Well, that's actually a photo from in this room
Yeah,
because there's that statue. Hence the ceiling.
Uh-huh. And then come back. But if there was, all right, so Linda,
Yeah,
this is a bathhouse. You've toured it.
yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Like I like Hot Springs.
Didn't creep you out, huh?
It did.
A little bit? All right. Alright, so this is the Ford C bathhouse, which is now the visitor center for the state or national park. And I guess we got 3 more bathhouses down here to go.
So how many altogether are
Well,
there?
I think there was 6. I thought there was 6 or 7. Yeah, trying to keep it up. That's the Maurice baths.
Now, how do we navigate this?
We're going to walk up on the grass up here. Then we're going to step back down. Oh, we could go around the sidewalk around this way maybe. Let's do that.
Up on this?
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture of the bathhouse in the wintertime. You'd hate that, wouldn't you?
Really? I'm just not a fan.
It'd creep you out, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't mind the Blue Lagoon in Iceland?
No, that wasn't in a building.
You didn't mind the hot springs out in Wyoming, did you?
No, I don't that.
So you're not, in general, you're not opposed to hot springs.
No, I love
It's just those indoor in a dirty bath. Did you see the rings around those bathtubs?
That's what I mean, and that's a museum.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they tried. Let me give them that. I'm sure they tried. They worked real hard.
Yeah. Look like they worked real hard. Alright.
And this is not quite as ornate a building. I wonder if this is Old House.
Yeah, this is the Hale House.
hotel here.
Yeah, but it used to
Oh,
be.
it was a bathhouse.
It was a bathhouse. It was a bathhouse built in 1892, but altered in 1914 and 1939. The brick was covered with stucco. Ooh, that's a waste, wasn't it?
Wow.
Well, I guess we just need to continue our walk down to see that mural down there, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And this is the final Superior Bath right here. Obviously, it's a restaurant. We should walk up and see if they got it.
Well, all these people waiting.
Oh no. All right, Linda, talk to us. Where are we at right now?
We're in downtown Hot Springs at a little Ecuadorian/Cuban restaurant called Rolando's.
Rolando's. Authentic. All of these recipes came from Cuba or Ecuador. And of course, I'm having a Cuban sandwich because it came from Cuba.
And I don't know what I'm having. I ordered it and I can't remember what it is. I know it's chicken tenderloin and it has Ecuadorian sauce on it. And it sounds delicious.
Now,
So we'll show that to you when we get it.
I wasn't brave enough, but they did have one item on the menu that said El Plato de Cubano, and it was Castro's favorite
Yeah, they
plate.
did.
So I didn't get it. I didn't realize that Castro was a vegetarian because there was no meat in it.
Yeah, there wasn't.
So I don't think that's exactly true, but maybe that was his favorite plate.
That might have been like a side dish or something that I liked, but they had a lot of interesting things on it, but my thing sounded really delicious. Well, I love the Cuban sandwich, but I didn't want to get that because I wanted to get something different, Ecuadorian.
Okay, so Linda, show them what you have.
First of all, I want you to look at the plating. Oh my gosh. It looks delicious. That's the tenderloin. It has peppers and delicious things there, and the sauce, and
That's your black beans and your rice underneath. And it looks like pickled onions. I have some of that too. I have cucumber and pickled onions. This is the sandwich, of course. And look at their interpretation of black beans and rice. It's all green, yellow, and red bell peppers and white rice. And there's some, I don't know what it is, but it looks like they're actually pickled and then a white sauce on top of it.
the
So-
plating. I mean,
Oh, look
I'm
at
sure
that.
it's going to be delicious, but the plating is stunning.
So here we go. We'll let you know if we eat it and if we get through the day. Are you finishing up your meal?
Oh my gosh, my meal was so delicious.
So delicious. My plate's empty. And then we're just kind of giving a look around here at Rolando's. A little inside look at this place. Talk to me.
Everything was so delicious. It was like the black beans and rice were even special. They had a bit of a vinegary taste, which made them super delicious and special. I can't even brag on them enough.
Oh,
And
brag on.
They were really good. Prices were very reasonable.
Reasonable.
If we lived around here, this would be my favorite Latin restaurant.
Get out of here. Well, now that says a lot because you had a few. All right. We'll continue our search for more.
This is all I have left. And I could eat it, but I would have to. That's all.
That's
all
it.
I have left.
All right. Well, here we go.
2 thumbs up.
And a snap,
2 thumbs up.
or two
and a snap.
opposable thumbs up.
Yeah, that too.
Man.
And a high five.
Oh no. You've gone too far now. Gone too far. All right.
Time to explore a little bit more.
so that was our trip through Arkansas.
Uh-huh.
And we stayed in Little Rock, rode around Little Rock a bit, and then we took a day trip down to Hot Springs, Arkansas, because it gave us an opportunity to see another national park. And we enjoy national parks.
We do.
And we enjoyed this national park, but it's inside a building. It's inside a building that was built in somewhere around 1919 to take advantage of the hot springs in the area and pipe water into bathtubs and steam showers. And that is Hot Springs. And an entire bathhouse row that you saw there sprung up so that the people that could afford it could come there and visit and take advantage of the hot springs. We enjoy hot springs. We've been to Wyoming at a hot springs that was pretty much put together for public use by the WPA as part of the rebuilding back during the Great Depression and all. We've been to several hot springs. You saw one on this trip at Gila National Park. We get excited about hot springs. So we saw this hot spring. What do you think?
It's not our cup of tea, but it is for a lot of people. So I have to say that. It's just not our, we like it out in nature. That's how we like our hot springs.
That's right. You know, you got to make. Anyway, we saw that there's one left of all the of all the bathhouses there. There is the one. And if you saw in the video, people were standing outside. There
Right.
was, you had to make your reservations. You had to show. I mean, it's busy full time. People want to get in those tubs or get in those steam showers and get their hot treatment.
Well, hot springs are healing and they're wonderful and so forth. And so the water from a hot springs is different than than any other like hot tub or whatever.
It's just how you partake of it. And that wouldn't be our cup of tea, but the buildings are historical.
And they're beautiful.
And it was nice to see them. It was great to see that little town and experience the food and the people there.
Yeah, the town is really sweet and really cute.
So we're kind of smiling and laughing because it's a national park, y'all. Inside the building. It's hot springs inside the buildings, and but we enjoyed that day. It was still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we're on our way now to Memphis, where we hope to see maybe a little barbecue.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe some blues. We'll see what we can find to do in Memphis. So we're on our way.
Peace.